That's been the catalyst to our growth. That's been the catalyst to our sustainability. I'll say all that to say, how, what's the biggest barrier to, so you said people don't recognize the importance of collaboration over competition. What's the barrier? Now, as a human behaviorist, I will tell you that there are many things on that personal level that influences someone's mindset as it relates to their willingness or propensity to collaborate with others. But do you think there's some other factors that limit someone's capacity to collaborate?
I mean, I think that there are countless things, and it does come back most of the time to human behavior and just our perception of our own reality and what we deem. I want to go back to a word you used that I love is impact. We all want to have this impact. And when I work with like clients, I work with a lot of individuals and a lot of business owners. And the first question I always ask is, if we could do one thing to make anything else we did worth it, what would that one thing be?
Love that question.
Because my psychological approach there is that I want to make an impact. I want them to feel the impact. I want them to see the impact, because I may meet with an individual business owner and they may say that one thing is I just need help with staffing. That isn't, I don't do staffing, but I know people that do. I can help them get connected and I can help solve that problem. By showing that impact, they understand, okay, this kid wants to help. He wants to do whatever it takes to get to me where I want to get to. And I think a lot of times, to go back to your question of like, what is that barrier for people, is I think a lot of times they aren't really sure what impact they actually want to have.
Ooh.
They just know that they want to do something, because a lot of times, we'll go back to your 4-year-old son. He's living the best life. He's a 4-year-old. And he may tell you, Dad, I want to be a firefighter. I want to be a superhero. I want to be an NFL player. I want to be a singer. He has all of these dreams, as he should. He's a 4-year-old. But I will also see a very similar approach from 25-year-olds who say, I want to be a singer. I want to be a dancer. I want to be a movie star. Where it's like, okay, that was one thing when you were 4 years old. But now it's less of like, oh, I want to be this ethereal thing. What impact do you want to make? And I think not enough people ask themselves that question first. It's similar to how I say I ask every client, what's that one thing I could do to make anything else we did worth it? As a business owner, you have to ask yourself the same thing. What is the one thing my business could do that I could look back on 40 years and say, that was worth it? And I think not enough people start with it. Simon Sinek, who I'm sure you're familiar with, has the famous saying of start with why. And I just think a majority of people do not start with why.